What's up, guys, and thanks for stopping back by the channel. If you can't tell, tonight we're at the workbench. Got a little suppressor project going on. I wanted to show you guys exactly what I'm doing and how some of the new parts I've got work. But to get started, here's my Saker suppressor. So you can tell there's no mount on the back of it. There's no way to put this onto a gun right now. Long story short, I was at a shoot this summer and my suppressor flew off 3 times. The first time it flew off, I thought that I hadn't had it locked down all the way. The second time I put it on there, I made sure that it had locked all the way and everything was good to go. Sure enough, after about 10 rounds, it went flying down range. Cleaned it out, put it on again, got about 10 rounds off, and again, went flying down range. So I didn't shoot it the rest of the shoot. Came home, gave it a good cleaning, went to the range, shot it. About 8 rounds, it went flying down the tube. So I done the same thing. I cleaned it again, put it back on, made sure everything was right. Shot about 5 rounds, and the thing came off and went down range. I accepted defeat and called Silencer Co. at that time. Now, if you guys haven't dealt with Silencer Co.'s customer service, guys, they're second to none. I was on the phone for about 5 minutes and had everything I needed, all the information to send my broken mount to them, and they're sending me a new mount. But they're actually switching me to the ASR mounting system. So they're changing out all my muzzle devices that I had for the Mad mount free of charge, which is awesome. No questions asked. Yeah, tell us what you got, send it to us, we'll send you what you need back. So kudos for Silencer Co. for that. But when I bought the Saker, the reason I picked this can was because I wanted to be able to put it on one-handed without having to tighten down a locking ring, which the Mad mount does that. But and I think what happened is the springs had wore out on that system. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if they'll even tell me, but the ASR mount has got a locking ring that you actually have to turn, so you can't run it underneath the rail or anything like that. And I've got a hybrid coming, and it's not supported by the Mad mount. I guess enough customers have complained about the Mad mount, which I loved it. Yeah, the can got stuck like the first month that I had it. I put some Martin Spartan accuracy oil on the muzzle device and inside the can. Never had that problem again. My problem was the damn thing wouldn't stay on. So, to remedy that, I've decided to go with the DeadAir Keymo system because it's one-hand operation and they make it for the hybrid and the Saker. Just got everything in. I've had this for a couple days and just got one of their flash suppressors. So I'll bring you guys over here to the table. We'll take a look at it. I've got everything apart. I like to know how stuff works, so I took it apart so I can see how it works. I'll show that to you guys. If you're not interested in that, just skip ahead a few minutes and you'll get to see me mount everything. Alright guys, now that I got you over here to the workbench, you can pretty much see all the parts and pieces you need for the Keymo mount. You need a Keymo muzzle device and the mounting system itself. We'll start with the muzzle device. Inside the package, you get some pill washers for lining it and timing your device. This device has got a hole to pin and weld it. You want to put that hole at the 6 o'clock position and time this slot here at the 12 o'clock position. The reason you want to do that is on the Keymo itself, one of these flats has a cutout in it, and it gives you a visual reference to let you know that you're putting your suppressor on the same way each and every time. Now, from what I gathered, the way this mount works is this is the part that would be inside the suppressor. You've got these 4 keys, and they correspond with these keyways, and they'll only go in there one way. So it's keyed to only fit one way. On the back half here, you've got another set of keys, and they'll only slide over the muzzle device in one direction. And if I spin this together, you can see it locks that muzzle device in, and what it's doing is coming up the taper of the muzzle device, and these keys are locking to the back of the taper, and the front keys are on the front of the taper. Now it does it with the springs and everything, but that gives you an idea of how this is working. It's pretty simple and ingenious, to be honest with you. And that's one thing that I like about the system too, is how easy it comes apart. It's very user friendly. Alright guys, so I went ahead and installed the Keymo onto my Saker suppressor. There is directions for doing that inside the box that your Keymo mount comes in. Just be sure to follow those directions. Make sure you get this on there tight enough. Again, to show you guys putting it back together, your spring goes on, then this ring with the stop pointing up, it's got a keyway cut in there, so it only fits on there one way right there. Then your back half goes on. We'll screw that down until you hit a stop and can't turn it anymore. Once you hit the stop, pull your spring down, spin it again. Hit the stop the second time, pull the spring down, come till you hit your stop again, and then you want to go past it one more time. And the third time can be a bit of a pain, but you get it pulled down, it'll go right past it, and then you're good to go. And then open everything back up. When you go to put it on, you want to make sure that the inner keyways, or the inner key and the outer key, are lined up. Then find your notched out flat. Find 12 o'clock there on your suppressor, your 12 o'clock key, and it'll slide right on. And then once it's on your barrel, you can tighten it down. Let me get the muzzle device put on the gun over here, and we'll go ahead and give you guys a demonstration of how it all works. Alright guys, so still got the gun in the vise. I've got my muzzle device mounted and timed. Again, you want to time it with the pinhole at 6 o'clock, your top keyway at 12. We've got the flat on the suppressor that has the notch cut out in it. That's going to be your 12 o'clock position. Slide it onto the suppressor, turn, and ratchet till it won't ratchet anymore. Simple as that. Your suppressor is on your gun. Take it off, turn it till it quits ratcheting, and pull it right off. And to show you guys how this works, I'm going to put that at the 6 o'clock position, and as you can see, it will not go onto that muzzle device until that 12 o'clock key gets around there to the keyway, and you put it right on the gun, and you're good to go. Guys, as always, I appreciate you watching and stopping by the channel. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I'll leave some links to where you can get the Keymo and the DeadAir Silencers in the description box. And as always, please remember that free will can never be taken, only surrendered.